Yeah, I'm gonna need you to move just a little bit. You can you come over here? Don't look back. Okay. And you. And I'm just gonna snuggle up with you. I'm just gonna snuggle up right here, Lolo. I'm just gonna be with it. I'm just gonna be about it. I wanna get my crown. I should do that. Yeah, let this game load. Here we go. Wow. Whew. Whew. This condition that I need to be gentle to it. My scalp been freaking hurting. Don't play with the cable, Lolo. Alright, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that and that. I'm gonna do that. Why is book scary? Oh gosh, excuse me. Ah man, I need to get the stream up. You wanna do that like this? Bow, bow, bow. Alright, what's going on in here? Got a weird office. We got some papers. Alright, I'm gonna get this shit out that. Alright. What's up? Desk.
Huh. Invoice from
I couldn't just grab. I got wonderful, fantastic spidey senses. I couldn't just grab that from the other side of the room.
Tune-up. What else can I find around here?
Well, there's nothing on the back beat. I know you can't hear me, but sometimes I wish you could get a little bit of my wisdom. Okay, someone's been doodling outside the lines. I mean that. Someone's been doing that. Yeah. Welcome to Spider-Man in the City.
This is bigger than I thought. Looks like the demons have
I have a whole lot of comedy right off the top today. I'm kind of solemn. That's why I'm reading books. We're reading Dangerous God on the side. And every time a goon punches me, I'm gonna stop and read a book. Oh, speaking of, alright, now see, he counts as a goon because he didn't have a cool enough intro cutscene. I didn't even have to do that dodge.
As if one deadly glowing whip wasn't
What
enough.
up? You didn't want to follow up? Okay. Well, you lost your initiative. And I'm just going to let you know that action economy is something that is very important in almost all forms of media. Look, even your buddies are shooting at you because you're moving like trash.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it was definitely not this.
Yams.
Hey MJ, I think I stopped the demon's attack on Osborn's campaign offices.
How many of you?
No, but I found.
Oh, dang it. Oh man, I got hit twice. I wanted him for the fucking finisher. Y'all played me. Alright, so I'm just flipping to a page. This is actually not prose, this is actually poetry. So this is from page 15 of this text. And it says, from the moon to the end of this poem hums the distance between desires. The thoughts of Jasmine slept. The numb from the consumption of rays. A toast to the heavy drum that pulls us daily, an urge we hum the distance. Between desires, men scoff at the moon, hung lightly to shine, plumb dark nights, as they measure breaths. Sir, I am busy reading the good Lord's work. And it's disrespectful to me that you are wasting my time with this bullshit. Honestly, trivial and small, and I feel like we all need free healthcare. Of our poems, and tosses out to hold them off, we hope some may say they rumble on and pleasingly hum the distance between. Desires, bend us and bend. Doff your hat where I come from, a show of respect.
Hey, MJ.
Pleasures plumb where we come from, the moon to the end of this poem lends soft light.
No,
One
but
desire
I found
leaves
something to
another,
look into.
hum the distance between
Place called
desires.
Pale Horse Rides.
Sounds familiar. I'll check it out and get back to you.
To be honest, the book title led me to believe that I was going to be reading some shit about immediate gods burning stuff, but I guess that just tells me how much anime I've been watching and reading. God damn it. And we're back. Alright, I'll flip to the end here. Okay. This is some kind of mysterious note card in the book. That's part of the reason I love books, because there's always a little bit of a character from the last person in here. It's one of my favorite ways to interact with people. You know what's not though, guys? Guns. Look at this guy. He should have came here with the whip guy, because whip guy would have helped him instead of just getting his ass beat in the first place. Whoop. On simple machines. Machines allow small forces to move great resistance. After we've left my bed in this new place, after we both departed from the airport, an inclined plane reduces the force required to raise a load. And now you've landed, and you've not landed. In 2 hours you'll touch down, a 2-day drive away. A screw is an inclined plane wrapped around a cylinder. In the shower I remember your hair, corkscrew tresses, wonderful ringlets. The screw moves an object by a precise amount. And here in my chest there is a slinky stowaway, caught in my tightly wound curls. The screw lifts a heavy object. The strand facing waves pulsing from the showerhead washes down to the incline of my instep. The screw fastens objects together, comes to rest around my middle toe. And the immediate next one on page 64, called Lack. The voice from the radio announces the latest suicide somewhere in the world, a bombing, and I realize I suffer from a lack of imagination. You must die. The imperative and in proximity human dies. For her birthday, I bought my lover a candle snuffer. Say that 10 times fast. The voice from the radio announces the latest suicide. Bombing as news, which I'm glad it is, I must confide. More newsworthy than my neighbor's backfiring muffler. From a lack of imagination, you must die. Let me get back into the... Speaking of people who must die, there's these guys over here who are... I think they're hitting elderly children. I think the plot of this game is that they're beating up elderly people. Alright. There's only one guy left? Seems kind of whack. Again, why didn't y'all come with Whip Guy? I wonder what factor knowing the blue inside seashells might have played. Imagining this is tougher. The voice from the radio announces the latest suicide. Bombing along with the stalling housing starts, steady homicide rates, and the latest from Capitol Hill. This is a buffer from my lack of imagination. You must die. One way to respond to will push you aside. I'm sorry, between the hustlers and shufflers, the voice from the radio announces the latest suicide, and from a lack of imagination, you must die. That's on page 63 and 64 of Dangerous Goods. See, I read it wrong as Dangerous Goods, not Dangerous Gods. Would have been a very different book. Very different read. What else, Table? I see you're still angry as you were when I first played this game. Oop, blow. Blam, 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 blam. Shoo, shoo, Spider-Man flip. Alright, let's get it.
Solid 8 out of 10.
See, and this was like, you talk so much smack. The amount of times you should have gotten capped, bro.
Release him. He works with us.
Yuri, explanation, please?
This is Silver Sablinova, head of Sable International, a private security force. paid for by Mayor Osborn.
Oh, the mayor has a pet army now?
Next time you get in my way, I will not be so gentle. Go. We'll talk later.
Good old Pete, just punching guys and reading books. It's not easy being cheesy.
Hey, sorry about that Sable.
Oh hey, but I leveled up. Small W's. Dubs.
It's okay.
Blow.
We're still best
Blam.
buds.
We're not best buds.
Well, that took a dark turn.
Anyway, Sable has the mayor's ear.
Sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of me stopping time. There were those demon hideouts, Shaggy. We should go flip into
We found
those.
plenty of evidence of a bomb plot, but nothing that leads back to Martin.
I'm working on that.
Also, being defeated by a woman makes Pete feel fragile, so he's gonna change into his British suit? British suit. Yeah. UK suit. That's what we're gonna call it.
Hey, so I dredged up some records on Martin Lee's other business holdings. He's got places all over the city.
Huh. The locations line up with a map I found at that shipping business. I'll check them out.
Let me know what you find at each one, and I'll work on building a case.
You got it.
Swinging through traffic. It's so romantic.
Okay.
Do a flip.
Wait, you don't think she's in danger, do you?
No. Lee's only got one target on his mind. Norman Osborn.
You know, you say that, but he ordered those people to kill everybody at that fucking thing. And you were all of... Like, Lee was all about it. So... I don't know. That feels like a misjudgment, Petey. Feels like a lot of people are dying and you're just accepting that everyone... guy,
But I've pulled enough strings to keep the wolves from the door a bit longer. If we can get up and running, I know this new version of the project will attract investment. Now,
Blam!
stay ready.
Fingers triple cross, Doc.
Blam! Oh, that was a waste of flow. Dodge missile. You thought. Stop throwing grenades. It's dangerous for the kids. Yeeticus, damn it! Alright, well I guess we'll go to page 1 for now. I'd rather you not, because you were the guy who was trying to take the gun from in the first place.
The demons are getting bold.
Alright.
Just backing you up, sport.
Postcard to wrong address. Yesterday, I was one place to begin, and today, I saw another. But I know, it doesn't matter to you. You don't know I, or me for that matter, but you are appropriate. Appropriately unfit, like the not it we sang out in our childhood games. You're like a confessional, or maybe the restaurant suggestion box. You don't care if I'm penitent or cynical. I could tell you about the side of paradise I hiked today with its flora and fauna, the birds, or the subtle parade. A subtle spectacle I saw yesterday, and it matters not. I could tell you how I really feel about my father or my shoe size, and they both have the same weight, like the weighing of the heart the soul needs to balance the feather to gain entry into heaven. Tomorrow I intend to go to the Dead Man's Butt Museum. They are also called Dead Man's Throttles, installed in trains in case an engineer keels over. Without pressure, the brakes engage. Alright, let me go see what the fuck y'all shooting for. God damn, this neighborhood always fucking loud. Yeet.
Way too many bullets flying over there.
Yeet. What I want to do. Blow. Make time stop. Grab the grenade. What? Blow. Hit the guy with the shield. Slide underneath his legs. What? Blow. What's up? Hey, I see you with all those guns. Slide. Stab. You guys are useless. Anyone else? Ah! You French biscuit. Alright. Above it all on page 23. Sea level, the elbow of the man in front of me who is as dark as my younger brother, good chocolate, bittersweet, dark, rises above the blue headrest like the rock of Gibraltar in negative, black and alive, trying to get comfortable. I'm almost as surprised as my desire to touch it as when I visited home so long ago, and my brother's 25-year-old body startled me, grown, lounging in his boxers, nonchalant, and his skin still living in that house. I didn't recognize him since I hadn't watched him that way. I do the ground, always a window seat, so I can see from how far we'll fall. Out this window, the middle of the country, a quilt pieced from generations of scalps, folded in a chest at the foot of a farmhouse bed. It looks nothing like the coast and... That's fine. It looks nothing like the coast, with their tightly packed subdivisions with kidney pools of cul-de-sacs, looking like that map of the lungs Nana taught me when I was 10. Bronchioles, and alveoli. And near the end I didn't know how to read the x-rays of her pancreas from the Greek words for all in flesh. I imagine tumors as smooth as the moon from where I sit, pearls with their grain of sand hearts. And out the other side, dragged across the horizon, the color under God's fingernails, a blush among the clouds, the wine and bread of the body and blood, or the finger that gives life brushed by Michelangelo in the Sistine Chapel, the creation of Adam, and I wonder how I am made. Yeah, I really appreciate y'all holding up crime so I could read books to the fucking kids on the street. Anyway, let me get these ass whooping real quick. Loud. 1, 2. Oh, damn you fucking bastards. Stay on the ground. Just stop fighting. Just get this ass whooping. I have another book reading now that I have to go to while y'all putting on all this crime, and I could be reading to the damn youth. It's really embarrassing. You're the reason why I get a bad rep, guys. I need you to understand that. What up, guy? Not you. What's up? Hey, I heard you didn't like the ground. Glad to see it was true. We can do business. Yams. I heard you don't like the ground either. Let me put you back on it. Yams. How you like walls?
Demons are down. I'll let you take it from here, officers.
Hey, what's up?
What do you know about Sable International?
Page 12.
They're
Fortnite.
an international security firm.
Can I hang up on her?
Usually hired by governments to end revolutions. Or start them.
The last thing we
I'm gonna
need
read
is
this one in a
city full of
second. I guess
trigger-happy
I'll traverse for a second.
Social media is blowing
MJ, I
up.
find it really rude that you would call me
Checkpoints around the city, doing random stop and frisk.
as I was about to read to the youth.
No, this is Norman Osborn feeling threatened.
Swear. Fortnite for Eric Black. Big Ben struck 5 again. Why am I here at the Millennium Wheel, the Eye of London? I don't want to queue up. Won't queue up, but I'm here. London is lousy with old buildings, statues, parks, theaters, and museums. The Tate Britain houses A Piece by Richard Dadd, a 19th century Brit. Killed his father and lived a long life in the asylum spanning fairy landscapes. The soundtrack for this solitary sojourn, quiet and incidental like the puzzle piece, found face down when I disembarked at Heathrow, a dreary oatmeal until turned over to reveal no pattern, a solid green, unexpected, hard to place, like the tune the guy on the tube whistled, now rattling in my head over the dead pigeon I saw from the Westminster Bridge, yesterday floating in the Thames. Wings slightly out somewhere mid-flap, either fluttering down on the sidewalk clatter or clamping away from the progress of pedestrians flying on the waves of Torbo's wakes. So I can get out this one without having to read a page from something. Oh.
Hey guys, bird watching? I saw some pigeons over there.
Thank you. Have I?
Can't have the ones inside feeling left out. Going down. MJ, I'm at the first location on your list, and guess what I found?
Demons?
Give the lady a prize. See if you can figure out what they're up to while I introduce myself.
I want to go with stealth, so let me pick a fairly quiet suit. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. It was a suit, wasn't it, guys? I was about to throw that man out the window. Woo! Got 2 pages. Whew, he's about to get sauced. I'm about to just have to read a soliloquy. Spin it.
I hope your new guys can up your game, because those last guys, yawn.
Peter, that location's supposedly an importer of souvenirs for Chinatown shops.
What they're importing is not something I want as a memento.
Drugs?
Demons. Looks like they bring in their buddies in shipping containers. Explains how foreign nationals with criminal records are getting into the country. guys look mad. I admit, I used all my good quips on the others, but I don't mind repeating myself.
Making a move. Katsu.
This is like when the band's doing its fourth encore and you just kind of want to go home.
Hi, Lilo. How you doing today? Oh! Got caught up with the cat. Oh, I died getting shot. Ugh. Too true for too many people. Alright, Voices in St. Paul's Cathedral. Christopher Wren designed it from base to dome, built in the 17th and 18th centuries, declared complete about 90 years after the first 20 were brought to Jamestown. Alone in the whispering gallery, I lean to the ear of no one to my left. Can you hear me? A voice, my father's, his father's, comes from the right. Can you hear me? I brought voices here with me. They linger the way odors do. A friend who visited the cathedral at Gore Island said, "You can smell death left over from the days of the trade." Postcard to Anna for A. Potter. In Cairo, I miss sweet street pigeons. They were not there at the open-air eatery where I dined with Jasmine off to La Tarbes. When the morsel of macaroni missed my mouth, I only saw pigeons on menus in the back seat of a Peugeot. I don't know if that's how you say that. And atop a sturdy-looking wooden cage because the cage door was open. There were no sparrows to clean up my mess either. We found them on a menu a few days later. The waiter hesitated, then translated the Arabic for our table, and we said, "Yes, we want sparrows." The hesitation at bones holding up, resisting the jaw, my maw, those bones for tendons to bind muscles, to help and buoy that tiny body above the flow of folk with their sedentary urban tendencies, a mouthful that came with a people stopping by this river, edged with papyrus that they did beat flat and dried brown to leave notes for each other. They were delicious, those sparrows, and their port wine sauce. Postcard to my third crush today. I've been on the move. The bottoms of my shoes have rested on 48 states, 6 Canadian provinces, 7 countries, 3 continents, and the crush is constant. You look like someone's daughter. I find that so attractive. I once thought this, but now it's someone's mother or aunt, or more often than not, or cousin or uncle or brother or son, or on occasion. The crush is everywhere, or maybe it's me, my luck, like always, seeing the corner crooners by the storefront of the heart, loitering, singing for quarters and grins. Most days I can count on the first and second crush, and sometimes there's a fifth or sixth. They're as likely not to notice me as to smile in my eyes. Either way, my heart skips like those flat stones that kiss the skin of the pond and fly off again before sinking. Today it is you in that polka dot dress I need to thank for getting me to 3. The heart's a big chain. There's one everywhere you go, and they rarely have those no loitering signs. You're more likely to see no solicitations. I'll leave this postcard here for you to find. And now that Peter has read street rhymes, it's time to deal with street crimes. Yo, like deadass though, if the demons were in my city, I don't know what I'd do. Like a lot of people act like they would get ready for war. I'm truthfully not worried about dealing with some megalomaniac demons with superpowers. Especially if I don't have superpowers. Like I'll try, I guess. But I truly am not that noble. Ain't like yeah, there's stuff to fight for, I guess. Like there's just a lot, there's too many guesses and maybes and even just me setting that up. You know what I mean, demon guy? You get it. You guys are on the other side of things, you know? Or the spider side of things. Shoo-ba-doop boop boop boop. Gonna punch you in the face and I'm gonna jump into the ceiling. Miss my landing, stand here for a sec. I bet there's a god up here somewhere waiting, lurking. But now I'm on a wall. Now I'm over here. And I'm perched take down in the sky while I'm singing, thinking about a beer or six. There's a guy down there with the Barrett O2. I might just slap him on this light stand. Blah blah bloop. Alright, we're gonna web bomb you guys. Because you're all clustered, and that's just poor governing.
Literally didn't see that coming. You guys can up your game, because those last guys, yawn.
Peter, that location is supposedly an importer of souvenirs for Chinatown shops.
What they're importing is not something I want as a memento.
Drugs?
Demons. Looks like they bring in their buddies in shipping containers. Explains how foreign nationals with criminal records are getting into the country. You guys look mad. I admit, I used all my good quips on the others, but I don't mind repeating myself.
Take you out, take you out, take you out.
This is like when the band's doing its fourth encore and you just...
Oh, come on, son. Lap.
Step right up, fellas. I got plenty of webbing for all of you.
What a good finisher. Alright, we got one piece of damage. That entire experience,
MJ,
Lolo, I
call the
know you
police.
feel how you feel about
All the
knowledge.
demons are
Only you,
incapacitated.
J-Yard, okay?
Don't forget to bring me a souvenir.
In the hot Junes, Julys, Augusts of my youth, the other neighborhood kids and I used to play in the sweep of the pop-up sprinklers that dotted the large lawn between the road and the Baldwin County Jail. This, the best green space in the neighborhood, was right across the street from our house. Runoff filled the ditch cut into the red clay that ran along the road, a seasonal creek for frogs and tadpoles and us. In the jail yard we played baseball without worrying about windows. In March and April we flew our kites, bought for $1.50 at the Mint Mart, running in the wind up and down until they caught a current that carried them farther than we knew how to measure. In September and October, when the weather began to cool, we played football, or rather a game that gestured towards football. No lines, no bounds, no real plays, uneven teams, but the freedom of running, being chased and chasing, the intimacy of being dragged to the ground by another's weight. Occasionally a guard would step out to the side door and quietly watch us, or smoke a cigarette, and watch the clouds, or escort someone to the door and watch him take the trash to the dumpster, like a parent making certain the chores get done.
How's his son Miles doing?
You know,
Not good.
MJ, you're ruining this for me.
I've been there. The loss is all